This top line is torque converter, clutch, slip, actual, steady throttle, about 40 miles an hour. It's got a heartbeat that's slipping each time that graph goes up. And that's what he's seeing in the, you can barely see it in the RPM. This is after flushing it. I don't think it's going to clear up. Looks like it's going to need a clutch. Here is the part I'll be installing. It's a remanufactured torque converter from our parts department. It's Ford. And this is going in a 6R80 transmission. I believe it's out of an 18 F-150 EcoBoost. We'll get it out of the package. Then you want to do a thorough inspection of the hub. Make sure there's no scoring, cracks, burrs. I like to put a level up on the original one before taking it out to see where it sits. To make sure when you go back together, it's fully engaged in the pump. Go ahead and remove this. Drain some of the fluid out. We'll clean this inside this bell housing up a bit. Clean up some of the fluid. We've got a little mini Polar. They show one similar on the workshop manual. So I gave mine a shot and it did not work. So we'll just go over to the cart and grab a large pick. Do it the old-fashioned way. Seal is out. We'll clean the groove. Here's the new seal. I think they're calling that the front pump seal. I like to put a little bit of trans gel on the lip of it. In workshop manual, they just say install the seal. I don't think you even need to put anything on them. And here's the special installer. This installer is plastic, so you don't want to beat on it too hard. Just lightly tap it in. Grab an inspection mirror, make sure the tool's fully seated. We'll lube this hub up with a little bit of Mercon LV. And install the Reman torque converter. Now you want to make sure you get it fully engaged, and we'll check it with a level when I'm done. You don't want to stack this thing and break your pump. Sometimes they can be a little tricky to get in. This one actually had to work on it a little bit. Pull it out slightly, push it back in, pull it out, push it back in, and get it engaged in the pump. Now there is installers that help you. They screw on two of the studs. I didn't feel like going up to the main shop and grabbing them, so I just stuck it in by hand. There I'm pulling out slightly on it and then pushing back in while turning. Pulling back out, turn a little. Then you'll engage it in the stator and the pump. There it went. We'll double check it with the level. I also like to clean up the fluid down here, so when you start it back up, or when you put it back together and you start it up, when the fluid warms up, it'll ooze out of there and you'll think you got a leak. We'll clean up this mating flange on the block. Lube the back of the crankshaft. Put the old converter back in so they can send it back and reman it and sell it to someone else. And this one, I strapped it and I pulled it with the transfer case attached. We'll blow the dirt and rocks out of this transmission connector. Start going back up. I'm going to index the studs, kind of eyeball them to where the flex plate is, the holes in the flex plate. Get this thing up here in position. Line up her studs. I just stick my hand in there and move the converter over a little bit. And there it's in. There you have it. One Reman torque converter installed. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.